Okay, this is a quick guide to installing and using AutoDock tools and AutoDock Vina, and hopefully to avoid you having to get into too much therapy and counselling. It's not easy, this stuff. That's the download I used for AutoDock. You will also need AutoDock Vina. That's a very small file. It downloads very quickly. Okay, assuming you've got those downloaded. You will also need to download a modelling software called PyMol. More of that later on. So I'm going to do this in real time and unscripted, so I might have to stop talking at some points. I'm going to dock that receptor, that ligand to that receptor. They're both saved as PDB files, these. It's important. Okay. That's the receptor. And there we go, it's opened. Having opened it, we also need to choose it. A bit superfluous, but there it is. Open up the ligand. Which is also in desktop. It's looking for PDB file, PDB QT files. We need PDBs. Imatinib. There it is. Don't worry about this. I'll give you headaches. It took me 2 weeks to figure out what that meant. Having opened it, we also need to choose it again. So there we go. Back to ligand. You can just see it here actually. That's it there. We need to assign torsions. That's all the water molecules. You can ignore those. Save. I've got a folder called AutoDock, so I'm going to save it into that. It already exists because I tried this out earlier on to see if it actually works. I can close that down. Information overload. We need to save the ligand as PDBQT. Imatinib. Save that one in the AutoDock file. Yes. This is where the tricky bits start. We have to assign a search space to it, called a grid box. There it is. You might just be able to see it there. There's a. Can you see that? There's a red square. Yeah, red box there, blue. It's measured not in angstrom but in points, which is very disconcerting. But you can scale up to angstrom with this vector here. Set it to unity. Yeah. It's also important to have a small search space as possible, certainly less than 30 points. Probably go less really. Otherwise it takes forever to calculate. If you're doing a lot of molecules, you'd be there all day just doing 3 or 4 runs. I'm going to stop the recording because it's just about to run out. I'll pick it up in a minute.